What's up, everyone? Hope you're having a great day. I'm doing pretty well. Got over COVID, so it is what it is, and we're finally making this video where I'll go over my settings. Now, this is pretty funny. I kind of put off making this video because I can never find the settings for this. And what I mean is I cannot find the file. I'd much rather just give you my settings, right? Rather than like scroll through it, at least give you the option, right? So you don't have to watch this video. So what we're gonna do is try and get through this quickly, at least so you can just get into the game. So first thing first, for like a flight simulator, I like to turn off eye tracking. It's unfortunate. It's like I love this feature. I love eye tracking. I love the idea. I feel like it's futuristic. That's one of the reasons I got this. But once you zoom in to a control, it can get kind of wobbly sometimes. And what I mean is, it's hard to focus on that item. Once you like zoom into it, your camera, it'll just start kind of swerving a little bit. I'm just looking for a word to describe this. But it just get awkward, and you feel like you're kind of chasing what you're trying to look at. Okay, so you'll find that most tutorials that go over settings for DCS World, they turn off eye tracking. It sucks. It is what it is, though. So let's move on. Next here, of course, I have head tracking enabled. I turn off auto center. And I kind of forget why. I think the reason why is because I'll be looking at something and it would just auto center. The camera would just come back to like neutral position, I suppose you can say, right? So I turn that off. Head roll, you want that enabled. That's the most important thing. These might be default. I don't know if I even mess with these. Sensitivity, I just use the default curve pretty much. I don't even know if I even mess with this. It's kind of funny because I lost my settings. Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, and I never did export my profile. That's fine. You can import. I'm not sure how you can export the profile, to be honest with you. I don't know. I've had this for months now, too, by the way. I've had this for many, many months now. And before I forget to mention this, customer support is great for Tobii, and you can just hop into the Discord. I mean, it's just amazing. That's one of the reasons why I kept this product, of course. I really, really like it, and customer support is just fabulous. Anyways, I want to keep moving on here because I want to get you into the game as quick as possible. And this is the most important thing too, is like, y'all, I got this maxed out so I can look behind me, and just basically I can look all around my cockpit. I have a drink here. So a nice refreshing drink here. So if you hear me sipping, that's because I'm drinking something. Now, this is disappointing. I have this turned off right now. And what happened was I was trying to set up my default FOV for all of my planes in DCS. And funny enough, this option was getting in the way of that. I was having an impossible time setting up my positions. Really what you want to do, if you want to, and that's a separate video, but if you ever want to set up your camera FOV, you want to have this turned off at least. And you want to turn off like Tobii completely, I think, right? And use your keyboard to save all your settings. There's other videos. I'll try and link to it in the description if I remember. There's some other videos I followed. What really helped me the most, though, honestly, was like I kind of Google search and I found all the keyboard commands that you need to save off your camera settings. I just don't know. Let me know in the comments if you like a video about setting up your camera settings, because now I'm thinking back, I never really found one that was to my perfect satisfaction. Okay, and that's pretty much the main thing. I don't use this section, so I'm not going to even talk about it. So this is most important. One of the most important things is the yaw. So you want to be able to turn your head around so you can see around your complete cockpit. And it's feeling really, really good now. This is the most happy I've been with Tobii. And the key really was, sadly, I turned this off. I need to find this option in Microsoft Flight Simulator as well, because I'm having sort of the same issue, which is disappointing because Microsoft Flight Simulator has native support for Tobii. So I don't know. I would have kind of thought that, like, if I zoomed in or something, that would kind of do like what you call, like, at least in programming, like a soft lock, where the viewer, where your attention is on that control, and then maybe with a soft lock. And you see this in games all the time, at least if you're on console, playing console third person shooters, how you can, like, when you're aiming at something, how your cursor kind of goes to that object. That's what I kind of wish Microsoft Flight Simulator had, but it doesn't. So I have that turned off in that too. Eye tracking, unfortunately. But maybe it's just me. But I've noticed some other people too. Like, I've seen them complain about Tobii, and I'm like, okay, maybe if you turn this off, maybe you would be happier, because pretty much everything for me is default, pretty much. I mean, I'm really just using default settings here because I lost my profile when. That's another thing. I wish I knew a way how you can export your settings, but I don't. I don't know how you export your profile. There's got to be a way, obviously, because you can import. I don't know. Maybe that's importing a different profile. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I wish you could just export, but I have no idea. But that's pretty much it. I'm very happy with this product, and I already mentioned this before, but it's a great product. And yes, that's pretty much it. Have a good one.